And I'm back with another Bujero review. Lucky Strike, not a bad movie. It's a World War II movie. Excuse me, inspired by true events. Going flashbacking on the Battle of the Bulge. This movie was written and directed by Mark Freeman and Rod Davis. Now, also, gotta say this, which I was happy to see. The main star of the movie was Scott Eastwood. You might know his father, Clint Eastwood, one of the best actors that I know of, anyway. But Scott, he plays a captain in the military, and he is given a task to go from one place to another. Actually, what they wanted him to do was they wanted him to go and block off a certain road to stop the Nazis from advancing. And he was given a handful of soldiers who were more than gung ho to try and get this done, but his whole squad was demolished, and he was the only soldier standing. Now, the way the movie started off was there was a truck full of brothers going somewhere. There were soldiers, and they were demolished by the Nazis. Like, they got to a point where the truck got stuck, and they had to get out the truck, and they're trying to get it fixed, and all of a sudden they were just mowed down by a whole bunch of Nazis for no apparent reason. They just didn't like the brothers. I don't know what the problem was, but they got going quick. That happened first. You know why that is. Anyway, so now fast forward to Captain. Let's call him Captain Eastwood, which is not really his name. But anyway, we're going to call him that because I love Clint Eastwood so much. So once his whole squad got mowed down, and he called for help with one of the only tools that he had throughout the entire movie, which was a radio. He had a radio, a pack of Lucky Strikes. Did he have a weapon? Yes. But this movie was not the typical kind of World War II movie that you would think it would be. There wasn't a whole bunch of killing and it wasn't a whole bunch of explosions. It just wasn't there. This was a slow burn type movie, and it kept you on the edge of the seat because you thought something was going to happen, but it never really happened. But you thought it was going to happen. You felt like it was going to happen, but it didn't happen. Oh man! And by the time in the movie, well, actually, some people actually walked out of the movie. I did stay, guys, and I did stay awake. But this is. If you are used to today's type war movies, you're probably not gonna like it because this reminds me of the movies from the war movies from way back when. But today's movie, today's war movies are more action packed. This movie, not so much, but it was a good movie. It was written nicely. Again, it wasn't bad at all, but if you're looking for that action in a war movie, it just isn't there. That is not that type of movie. So again, I'm gonna give this movie, maybe 4 stars, only because it was written nicely. And I personally just like war movies. So, but if you're thinking that this is going to be the typical type of boom boom shoot 'em up type of war movie, it's not that kind. It did have action here and there, but not as often as you might think. But hey, again, who am I? I'm just a guy doing a review. Who's that a while?